Hello, I'm back. Yeah, this is the one with the girl with the tornado. Hopefully this is the one. Spar match. This is these are clouds. Alright, so we're gonna go unlimited here, and then... Oh, it was this one. I want to see this girl. I'll pick this guy. This guy's pretty cool. I like jumping around his magic abilities. And of course the meadow. Alright. Yeah, I like doing this. I like jumping over his abilities. Something I did with that girl's boyfriend. I played the one with the brown hair. He has a sword that has an engraving on it on the silver part. I played it with him, and I was jumping around those abilities in the Final Fantasy 15 place, which was Insomnia, one of the stages here. I don't know if this is the one with the tornado. Yeah, I'll play Last Sphere. I'll get back onto it. Okay, so there's the dog. And the dog hits him. Yeah, the dog. Yeah, you can still bring the dog. The dog is a part of her. In the Final Fantasy 8 game, because she's from Final Fantasy 8. In the game, if you get the guy with the knife, which is her boyfriend, which is in this game. When you advance, like when you have the character like move around, do tasks, and you know all that sort of thing, she appears with her dog, but you first see her sleeping in her bedroom, and then the boy, the teenager, he goes into the room, and then he sees, oh, hi, and then she's like, oh, nice to meet you, and he's like, oh, what are you doing here? And he says, oh, I'm on a mission, like I got some things I gotta take care of. And he just wakes her up. Like there's no like you know, there's nothing out of the ordinary. And she was with her clothes, he was with his clothes, and they just talk. She says, oh, I want you to meet my dog, and then the dog comes in her room barking, and she meets the dog, and they get along, and then she's like, oh, okay, let's go and hang out. And then she goes with him, and it was a girl. It was her. The girl was her, and they hung out, and they went on a mission. Like they hung out together, and there was a bunch of like there was a couple of other players, and then there was also drama as well too. And then there was a point where the boy was like, oh, I don't want to be alone, and then like he was with a group of friends, and then she started to like him, and like the whole story just goes like, it goes dramatic, but there are positive moments in the story. But Final Fantasy 8 was great. And it was really focused on magic abilities, on those abilities that you see that shine around and all that stuff. That the game really focused on that with using the menu screens while playing with the controller. Um, and so yeah. Oh. Yeah, and they never, they were just a couple, like they never had children or anything. They were just a couple. And he took care of her dog. And yeah, there was also another guy that had blonde hair. He was really funny. He had shorts. And this was his mom. He had it like this not to sound stereotype or anything, but he had like this punk rock look. Yeah, like yeah. And it was like red with a black shirt. Like his sleeves were short. He was a short sleeve, like yeah, muscles. He had his it was a short sleeve shirt, and the sleeves, they were red, while the shirt in the center was black, and there was like buttons in the center. Yeah, this was made in Japan, and then it was released in the U.S. Like they localized it and everything, and he had blue shorts, and it was like white hair. No, not white hair. Sorry, blonde hair, blonde spiky hair, and he had like blue eyes, white face. Yeah, and he was hilarious. He was a funny character. He was that he was that character that says, "Hey man, cheer up!" Like to the boyfriend of this girl. And it was a great story. It was great. And the guy was a fighter. He did boxing. Like he took like karate class. He had one of those punching bags in his room, and he had like action figures and toys. Like his room was. He was a good character. Yeah, his name was Zell, Zell, and her boyfriend was Squall, while she's Renoa. Those are their names. And another thing was his Zell's mom was cooking in the like cooking near the sink in the kitchen. And there's a part where Squall receives a 5 cards from a card game, and then his mom says, "Oh, you play cards?" And they get together and they play cards. It was funny. Yeah, his room had a bed. He had posters. Zell had posters in his room. I don't remember what Squall had. Oh, Squall was in Squall was in a dormitory in college. He had 2 beds. Yeah, he also had a poster. Yeah, and there was a save point in his room. Yeah, there's a little blue glowing spot in his room. Yeah, he was emotional. And her, there's a dog. The dog just revived her. The boy, the teenager Squall meets her in a ballroom. She picks on him to dance. Not picks on him, like teases him. She said, "You're gonna dance with me." And she ends up dancing with him, and then he messes up the dance, and then they didn't get the dance well. Oh yeah, I could play Final Fantasy 8. Actually, I can stream Final Fantasy 8. Final Fantasy was pretty cool. I don't know if I should show Final Fantasy 8 instead of looking for the one with the tornado. I can't find. I don't know which one was the tornado. But yeah, I could play Final Fantasy 8. I could show her. She doesn't pop up right away though. It's like in the middle of the first disc. Yeah, it's in the middle of the first disc. Yeah, there were 4 discs for this game. 7? No, this one was 3 games. 3 discs. 3 discs. It was 7 that was 4 discs, and then 9 was also 3 discs. Yeah, 12 was 1 disc. 15 was one disc, but they had a lot of other things that it was longer. Like there was a movie, they put the movie in a disc, and then they put the movie on YouTube. All right. Yeah, Final Fantasy 8. Yeah, you can play it on the system on here on PS4. Yeah, it takes a while, and it's a long story. It's not something that I'll finish in a day, but I could play it just for a little bit. It's already been streamed by other streamers too, as well. So this one hasn't been streamed as much by other streamers. This one I don't think anybody streamed because this one was new. This one came out way after YouTube when like people passed away or whatever, moved on to a job. So I'm probably the only one who streams this. Alright, so I'm gonna get on Final Fantasy 8 just to show it, and hopefully we'll find the tornado sometime soon. Alright, I'm gonna show it. Graphics are gonna be different because that time was an older development, so I'm gonna show it. I'll be back.